What's up? It's your boy, Let Him Know Zoe, back with another video. Today I want to talk about Latinos. More specifically, are Haitians Latino? Okay, so this topic has been on my mind for quite some time. I myself am Haitian, so yes, I'm a proud Zoe. My mom's side comes from Haiti. She was the first of my family to be born here in the United States. And then she met my dad here, who is American. And then they had me. So, yeah, I'm a Haitian. And for a long time, I've noticed that people who are considered Latino seem to be primarily those who speak Spanish. Hispanic people from different nations across South America, the Caribbean, and North America, particularly Mexico. Yeah, so anytime you talk about Latinos, you usually never hear anything about anybody who's not Hispanic, honestly. But I have some information that I believe will kind of debunk that stance, because I'm fairly certain that Hispanic people are not the only ones who are Latino. So, in order for me to ask if Haitians are Latino, the first thing we have to do is answer the question, what or who is a Latino? Okay, so a Latino is somebody who has ethnic roots or origins anywhere in Latin America. And with that, now we have to ask another question. Where is Latin America? Okay, so Latin America is basically the majority of South America and also a portion of North America, as well as the Caribbean islands, some of them. So in North America, the part of it that is Latin America would be Mexico, since Mexico is geographically located in North America, and it is basically the primary nation of this continent that speaks Spanish, which makes them Latino. Now, in South America, which is also part of Latin America for the most part, just about every country except for a very small handful would be considered Latino. I believe the only country in South America that would not be considered Latino is Guyana, where the primary language is English. As for the Caribbean islands, the primary countries are the Dominican Republic and Cuba. And in addition is Puerto Rico, which is not actually a country, but a territory of the United States. But nevertheless, it is still a part of Latin America. Now, on the same island as the Dominican Republic, we have Haiti to the west. Haiti is not a Spanish-speaking country, but instead they have their particular language known as Haitian Creole, which is basically an amalgamation of the French language, some terminology from Spanish, and if I'm not mistaken, some terminology from the indigenous languages of the people who inhabited that island prior to it becoming dominated by the Spanish and the French during colonialism. So Haitian Creole is actually a language that is a mixture, like I just said, of a few different languages, French, Spanish, and a few indigenous words. So if I had to estimate, I would say that Haitian Creole is probably something about maybe about like 70% French, and then all the rest would be the Spanish and the indigenous roots. So, but a language that is heavily, heavily influenced and basically inherited from the French language, that is basically grounds to make you Latino. Because although you're not speaking French itself, you're still speaking a language that is very heavily influenced by French. And actually, not only do they speak Haitian Creole in Haiti, but they speak French as well because in schools in Haiti, they teach in French. So French is basically seen as the proper language, whereas Haitian Creole is seen as more like a informal kind of like slang version of the language. I guess the American equivalent to Haitian Creole would basically be AAVE, which stands for African American Vernacular English, compared to American Standard English. So you have French, and then you have Haitian Creole, and then you have American Standard English, and then you have African American Vernacular English. They're kind of like parallels between the United States and Haiti, which is basically a parallel I'm making because these are the two primary groups that I come from, African Americans and Haitians, and I'm very proud of that. And so, yeah, so I guess I got kind of carried away, but where is Latin America? It is Mexico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Haiti, and the vast majority of South America. Now, in order to be Latino, you have to speak a particular language. Any of those particular languages may be Spanish, French, Portuguese, Italian, or Romanian. Now, the one that we definitely know about over on this side of the world, the Western Hemisphere, is Spanish because, like I just said, the vast majority of Latinos are Hispanic. So, Spanish, that's done, that's taken care of. French, we have Haiti, and actually a few other Caribbean island nations. They escape me at this moment, but I believe the most populated and kind of the most prominent one, basically, that has French roots in the Caribbean would be Haiti. And then now we also have another language, which is Portuguese. Portuguese is the primary language of Brazil, which is the largest and most populous nation in South America. Brazil has a history of being colonized by the Portuguese, which means that because of that, they speak Portuguese today as their primary national language, meaning that Brazilians are also qualified to be Latinos because their language, Portuguese, along with Spanish and French and Italian and Romanian, are all languages derived from the Latin language. So that's basically kind of how this works. Like all these languages that come from Latin, if you speak any of those languages and you have cultural ties to any of the countries in Latin America that speak these languages, then you would be considered Latino. So, once again, to kind of wrap this up with a bow, are Haitians Latino? Let's see, let's go to the checklist. Number one, where is Haiti located? It is located in the Caribbean islands, and it is surrounded by other Latino nations because they all speak languages that are derived from Latin. Okay, so Haiti is geographically in Latin America. What language do they speak? Haitians speak Haitian Creole and French, which means that since they speak two languages that are derived from the Latin language, yes, Haitians are Latino. And this is actually something that may be quite controversial to some people because in Latin America, unfortunately, um, anti-black racism is very alive, well, and prevalent, and it has been since the inception of all of the countries in Latin America, and even to this day, which is sad to say, but it's just the reality of things. So I'm sure there are plenty of people who will see this video and be like, oh, well, you're not Latino because you don't speak Spanish, you don't look Latino, you're black, you're not Latino, you're just black. And to those people, I just have to say it's a very ignorant mentality, very ignorant mindset. Being Latino is not about what you look like. Being Latino is about your ethnic origins and the language and culture that you claim as your own through your ancestors of your Latin heritage and your South American heritage, your Caribbean heritage, if they were colonized by the Spanish, the French, or the Portuguese, because those three countries all speak languages that are derived from Latin. So those people may have an issue with me including Haitians in the Latino label because typically they are left out of the conversation entirely, along with Brazilians as well, actually, simply because they don't speak Spanish. And obviously Spanish is not the only language that derives from Latin. It is one of 5 that I previously just mentioned. So obviously Hispanics are not the only ones who are considered Latinos. So one more time, just to end this nicely, are Haitians Latino? Yes, Haitians are Latino. If I have any Haitian viewers, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever heard anybody talk about this topic? Have you ever considered yourself Latino because you're Haitian? Or has your family ever mentioned anything about that label and if they identify with it, being Latino or not? And yeah, also if I have any Brazilian viewers, I'd love to know what you guys think too, because Haitians and Brazilians are 2 groups that are typically left out of the Latino conversation entirely simply because they don't speak Spanish, which I think is number 1, inaccurate, and number 2, unfair. So that's been the video. It's your boy. Let them know Zoe. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm out.